going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles
Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
no! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah! There you go.
I did a picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a bird.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I have ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We're going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe nein Shoes. Nein Shoes. Nein Shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I quote everything.
no, but George is my friend. You don't have any friends. Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
For the context of this, I bought a bag of mixed chilies, and the last chili I had I could barely taste it, so I didn't really think anything of it. Picked out a chili today, and I thought, oh, that looks like a Scotch bonnet chili. I thought, it'll just be a normal chili.
Okay, and
funny.
we
Chopped
are
it all
now
up,
going to be
I did some
live.
still,
Hello,
so I wiped it up with my
everyone.
finger, and instantly my mind was blown with it. I was like, well, this could be an absolute disaster.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want.
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash.
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe nein Shoes. Nein Shoes. Nein Shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I quote everything.
no, but George is my friend. You don't have any friends. Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Where are you joining us from?
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
I was doing a talk that went around loads of different stores. So we spent, I think, 3 or 4 days in County Down.
Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone.
We're in England.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie.
We're
going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have 9 shoes. 9 shoes. 9
I'm gonna start the profanity too early.
No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
no, but George is my friend. You don't have any friends. Ah! There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want.
Give them what they want!
I was the English half. And, yes, the story was that I
We're going to play a game which is called Styles Clash. Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Carbon 9-ish.
I like the top one. I can play quite well into the show.
No shoots.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
Good, how are you?
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah! There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin! Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
We gotta get back to 2016, November the 7th.
Why? November the 7th, 2016?
A shit
Okay, and we are now going
That's
to
gonna be the
be
show for tonight.
live. Hello, everyone.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs, and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
Yeah, I think JJ's heavy.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So, audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want.
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash. Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Carbon 9-ish. 9-ish. No shoots.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Cliff, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Father, nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
my God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Carousel. Carousel. Carousel.
Damn, you've got so much energy.
Seriously, mate, what are you doing?
Well, I'm getting pumped. It's my first show for over a week.
Really?
Just watching you tires me out.
I know, right?
I ran 5k this morning. This is not a good move.
What?
So sick.
I mean, yeah, me too.
Actually, I've been doing exercises with Joe Wicks, and you kind of remind me of him. He's always like, "Oh my god, I just went on a run, and I'm so energized for this exercise with you now." And I'm just like, "Oh, shut up. Go away."
Hey.
Hello.
Hello,
everyone. Hello. Hello, people out there. Welcome to Extreme Improv. Did you want me to do more than that, Dave? Yeah, okay. All right, so Sam, say hello.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Sam, and I'm back.
Joel, say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joel, and glad to be here.
Kristen, say hello.
Hi, I'm Christine. I am very glad to be here.
Christine, I'm very sorry I mispronounced your name, Christine. Sarah,
it's okay.
say hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm also glad to be here.
And finally, Alan.
Hello, I'm Alan, and by the sound of it, I'm slightly gladder to be here than Joel, but nowhere near as glad to be here as Sarah.
And I'm also here, and the audience should now be able to hear me. So hello, I'm David, and welcome to Extreme Improv XStreamed, the improv comedy show which is virtually brought to you over the internet. And by that I mean actually brought to you over the internet. But either way, we're going to need lots of suggestions from everyone out there in audience land. And the first thing we're going to need a suggestion of for people watching at home is we're going to need a suggestion of something that scares you. So please type into those comments something that scares you. Put things that are fears or phobias or something else that scares you into those comments. And whilst we do that, we're actually going to go on to our first game. So we've got so we've got lots of comments coming through, and I'm going to use one of the comments because we had a little bit of an audio issue here. We're going to use, in fact, we've got a fear straight away, so I don't even need to come up with an idea myself. The first thing, Annette George says, cotton wool. Cotton wool is a phobia. Cotton wool is a phobia, and the first game we're going to be playing, actually, guys, I'm going to try something brand new today because I've been tinkering around with what we can do on this show, and we can actually have a randomizer for what game it is. So, our performers are going to have to trust me, but the audience will be able to say if I'm lying here. But I should be able to bring up something onto the screen if it works. And now if I press this button, there will be a spinning wheel, a roulette wheel to decide what the game is. And it is going to be duo verbatim. So we often start with a game of verbatim. And we're going to start with duo verbatim. And the way this works for our performers is this will be a scene about cotton wool, as it was the first suggestion we had. And the way it's going to work is starting us off are going to be Sam and Diz. Sam and Diz, you're going to have 45 seconds to perform a scene. After you have performed your scene, another two performers will have 45 seconds to try to recreate your scene as precisely as verbatim as they possibly can. So, Diz and Sam, you're going to have 45 seconds to perform a scene around the theme of cotton wool. And here you... Oh, in fact, guys, if we can just drop out our Joel and Kristen, or Christine as it may be, if you can drop out your cameras, here you go.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Diz, you really scared me there. Your hair's got all fluffy like a cotton wool. It's horrible. Ugh.
It's plugs. It's plugs. It's cotton wool plugs. My hair was just falling out, and so I went to the doctor. I got these cotton wool plugs. You're afraid of my hair?
Wow, I just thought it was cotton wool. I thought it looked like when you pull a little bit away and it's got that horrible bit in the middle where it's too soft and it's like fluffy and horrible and grainy and
Oh my God, he made my entire new wig out of that horrible bit in the middle. Just like what they use in your pants, Sam.
Oh, it's disgusting. Hang on, what are you putting in my pants?
Yeah, check your pants for cotton wool.
And
It's
that is
everywhere,
45
man.
seconds. Well done there. Everyone else, you can come back. Give them a round of applause. So, audience, we have just had a scene performed by Sam and Diz. In a moment, we are going to have Joel and Christine. You're going to have 45 seconds to try to recreate Diz and Sam's original performance as precisely as they can. So, if everyone else drops out, then you guys will have 45 seconds to do your best to recreate the scene that came before. And here you go.
Ah! Why are you scared? You scared me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. It's just your hair, it scares me. I thought it was cotton wool.
Cotton wool?
Yeah, because it's all weird at the side, and there's that weird bit in the middle. You've got cotton wool in your head?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. What bit in the middle? Cotton, like the cotton, the white stuff. Oh my God! Did you see a grey hair?
Yeah.
And that is 45 seconds. So, if we can all come back into the room. So, that is 45 seconds gone. And in a moment, we will be coming to Sarah and Alan, who will have 45 seconds to recreate Christine and Joel's recreation of Diz and Sam's original duologue. So, just for clarity, Sarah and Alan, you're not recreating Sam and Diz, you're just recreating Christine and Joel. So, if Joel and Christine, you can drop out your cameras, and over to Sarah and Alan, 45 seconds, and here you go.
Ah! What? Oh, I'm sorry, you scared me.
My hair scared you?
Your hair scared me because it's like cotton wool. It's like that terrifying, the white grainy, the cotton wool.
Right.
Yeah.
Have I got grey hair?
Oh, yes, grey, cotton, like soft. I mean, it looks soft and delightful, but I'm sorry, the cotton wool, it scared me. The world is a terrifying place. When I was a kid, my parents tried to wrap me in cotton wool, but that only made it worse, much, much worse.
But it's soft and delightful hair.
But it's got that horrible grey bit in the middle that reminds me of the inside of my pants.
It has. And maybe your parents never
And that is 45 seconds. Well done there. So, audience, here comes the important bit for you to take note of. Audience, in a moment, you will see who started this. Diz and Sam attempt to recreate Alan and Sarah's recreation of Christine and Joel's recreation of Sam and Diz's own original duologue. Now, for clarity, they're not recreating themselves or anyone else, they're just recreating Sarah and Alan. As soon as Sam and Diz have given this final performance, it will be up to you to vote who you felt did the best recreation. So if you feel it's Diz and Sam at the end, vote Diz and Sam. If you felt it was Sarah and Alan, vote Sarah and Alan. And if you feel it was Christine and Joel, then put Christine and Joel. But for now, if everyone else can drop out their cameras, and then we will come back over to Diz and to Sam, and they will have 45 seconds. Final verbatim. Here they go.
You scared me there.
What scared you?
Oh, it's just your hair. It's all like cotton wool.
Is there grey in my hair?
Yes, it reminds me of what I've got in my pants.
You've got grey in your pants?
Yes, I've been terrified of it my whole life. My parents tried to wrap me in cotton wool, but that really only made things worse.
That's classic symptom of parents not loving a child, wrapping it in cotton wool, trying to dip it in alcohol and then clean out an elephant's ear. You poor bastard.
Oh, I know. It's just all the cotton wool around me. It's all a bit too much, you see.
Check your pants. It's probably in there too.
Well, I know there's a grey thing in there already. I don't want anything else to be in there.
And that is 45 seconds. Well, it's actually about 50 seconds, but well done, guys. So, audience, it is now up to you. Who do you feel did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt it was Diz and Sam, put Diz and Sam. If you felt it was Sarah and Alan, put Sarah and Alan. And if you felt that it was Joel and Christine, put Joel and Christine. As you'll see in the suggestion box down below, it is now voting time. But also you will have seen, if I quickly swap this over, that we also need the suggestion of a profession. But at the moment it is voting time, but as soon as you have voted, put a suggestion of a profession. Because in a moment we're going to go on to the next game. And once again, I'm going to play with this new thing of the roulette, and let's find out what the next game will be. So, I have had the feedback that you can only see this on Twitch. I find that quite peculiar. So you are just going to have to trust me. And the next thing, I didn't see what it says. I was not paying attention. So, we'll do that one more time. I was looking at something else to see if it was coming up. It is coming up on... okay, it's going to be a reverse alphabet scene. It is coming up on everything. I've checked. So, after this, we're going to do a reverse alphabet scene. And we'll see what votes we've got coming through. We have had some suggestions of different professions. Erica says, can see the wheel on YouTube. So I don't know why someone couldn't see it earlier, but we thank them for the feedback. And let's have a look. We've got...
You vote for me. You can call me anything you like.
Oh,
interesting, interesting.
Vote for Kristen, but call her Alan or Sarah.
Yeah. Diz, you've got a dog.
What?
You have a dog.
I think he's trying to get votes. It should be disallowed. Disqualified.
He's going to be disqualified. So, so whilst we just enjoy the view of Diz's dog, let's have a quick look at what the votes coming through, because we've had lots of votes coming through. We've got votes of... I don't know if this is a vote. I'm almost going to take it as a vote, but it says Kevin George on Facebook says, "You're so right, Diz," and I don't know what that refers to, but either way, you're right.
Oh, parents not loving me.
Oh, okay. Then we've got a vote.
That's my dad.
We've got a vote for Alan and Sarah via Erica. We've got a vote for Sarah and Alan via Andrew on Facebook. We've got Daniel George says, by the way, voting for Alan and Sarah, that is 3-0. So, Assad says, I love how you say 45 seconds. He's mocking my accent. I like that he's taken the time to spell that out. I'm sensitive about my accent. We can find out where people...
You should be.
Well, I know, right? Audience, where do you think my accent is from? Because literally I've heard everything under the sun. But the sun. I've not heard the sun. So, let's have a look here. We've got... Okay, so Annette George says, I missed him. Gotta be Sam. Then Kevin George says, Sam and Diz. They've come rocketing back with 2 votes. Janie says Alan and Sarah, which puts them, I think, at 5. So, anyone else voting? And Joe Eden says Sarah. So, Sarah and Alan, I'm going to call it there. You guys have won.
Good work, partner.
Okay, so... Okay, and then Daniel George says, I think David sounds like he comes from the Kent area. Now, that's Kent with an E, so don't misunderstand anything I'm saying here. Right, so... Right, we're going to go on. It was a reverse alphabet game that we're going to do next. And the way this works, I'm going to put Alan and Sarah into this. Oh, wait, you were just in a scene together. No, forget that. Let's mix this up. I'm going to put Alan and Sam together. Just because I won't throw the less experienced players necessarily straight into this. And the way it works is we're going to start you at the letter I, and you have to do an alphabet scene moving backwards through the alphabet until you get back to the letter I. Okay, so let's have a quick look. This is going to be a scene about what? Let's find profession. We've had lots of suggestions of professions. We'll try to use a few of these. So we've had an auditor, as suggested by Andrew Whittington. We've had the suggestion of a toilet roll tester. I think we'll go with that via Daniel O. George. Just kidding.
Sam looks like, what? No, that's my thing. Okay, toilet roll testers. So
Right off then.
this is going to be Alan and Sam. So Christine, if you can stop your video a moment. You're going to start at the letter I and move backwards through the alphabet until you get back to the letter I, and here you go.
I don't know about you, but this job seems a bit too mundane for me.
Haven't even got a clue how I wound up as a toilet roll tester.
Good God, and you've been here years as well, haven't you?
50 years, man and boy.
Everyone knows you. That's how long you've been here, Alan.
Definitely, the toilet roll guy. That's what they call me everywhere I go.
Cock's the other name they give you, but we say that behind your back.
Behind my back? Yeah.
Absolutely, we have to say it behind your back. We wouldn't want to say that sort of thing to your face.
Zestfully giving me shit to my face is the one thing that would make this job even worse than it currently is, and I'm already suicidal.
Yeah, precisely. So we don't want to drive you over the edge. We want to just keep you where you are. Build to your retirement.
Xylophone playing off into the sunset on a small boat called Dignity, bound for the South African coastline.
Why don't you bring your xylophone into work sometimes? It would really brighten up the day from all this toilet paper.
Oh, very great idea. And then you could call me that xylophone playing cock behind my back instead.
Understand this? Maybe that's what we're going for, Alan. We just want to give you a new thing.
Toilet rolls aren't going to test themselves, I suppose.
Suppose not. We better get back to work, hadn't we?
Right. Cushell 3-ply. £5.60 for 4 in shops. I mean, this had better be the good shit.
Quite a lot for that type as well, with only 3-ply.
Perforations aren't great. They don't pull apart that easily, but then that's 3-ply, I suppose.
Suppose you would want more of a 4-ply if you were going for something that wouldn't fall apart quite so easily.
Since when does S follow P?
Oh my God! I didn't go to school. That's how I ended up in a toilet testing factory.
Never mind, we're all illiterate here.
Mummies are something you can make out of toilet paper as well.
Legitimately my favourite Halloween costume ever. I steal so much of the free samples around here. I do it every year. Also because I've got leprosy. It's a good thematic mix.
Knock knock, who's there? It's Alan the leper.
Joking aside, you can't call me cock anymore because thanks to the leprosy, it's literally just dropped off in my hand as I was wiping.
I don't know what else to call you if I'm honest with you, Alan.
You don't have to call me anything because the scene is over.
Well done, guys. Excellent stuff. Give them a round of applause. So, we are going to do another alphabet scene. But this time it is going to be ever so slightly different because it is going to be a normal alphabet scene. It's going to be a regular one. So this time it is going to have Joel and Diz. Joel and Diz, you are going to perform in a regular alphabet scene about a different profession, and it's going to be about, I like this, a professional internet troll. A professional internet troll, as suggested by Assad. Assad, who mocks my accent on the internet. So that's quite funny. Okay.
For God's sake, Sam, 6 weeks ago, little old ladies were punching each other in the throat in an Aldi car park for that shit. Treat it with more care.
There's no shit on it at the moment. It's fresh.
You're testing it wrong.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
I'll just be over here. Sorry.
Oh, I just heard a strange noise. So anyway, Alan, yes, fantastic. Guys, you're going to do a traditional alphabet scene. You're going to start at the letter C and go all the way through the alphabet until you get back to the letter C. And here you go.
Clinton should be locked up. Lock her up. Lock her up.
Don't I know it? She's evil.
Evil isn't the right word. She I wrote once that she creeps into children's houses and steals all their toys.
Fantastic. Is that a true story?
God knows. Who cares? Just make it up. That's what we do all day.
How are we supposed to sleep with ourselves at night if we just make stuff up about people, though?
I just think about all the money we're making from making people angry somehow.
Jesus Christ, there's got to be something more to this world and this life than just money.
Kindness is overrated. There's so much more to that you can achieve in life by being evil and causing arguments on the internet.
Libertarians talk like that. That's the kind of stuff I'd hear from a money grubbing libertarian.
My mother was a libertarian. Don't stop talking about her like that.
Now I'm going to talk about your mother all I want and however I want. Libertarian son.
Oh, you want to get personal, do you, Mr.
Personal is exactly what I want to get. Like, let's talk about the fact that you don't pay taxes.
Quite right. If I pay taxes, it just goes towards government trying to expose all my truth.
Reality is you got to pay taxes, man, if you want to have roads and schools and, food for old people.
Schools are evil. They just fill our kids' heads with liberal rubbish. They should just follow my blog. They'll learn a lot more that way.
The blog, I know everything and everyone else is stupid. That's your blog, isn't it?
Users flock all around the world to come and read about how liberals are evil and conservatives are the best.
Very few people are actually reading your blog. I've been looking at the stats.
Who says the stats are true? The truthers have gotten to you, haven't they? You're not a real troll at all.
Xander says the stats are true. He's the admin at your GoDaddy account, and that's who I talk to.
Yeah, well, Xander was me all along.
Sounds! A reptile person!
Absolutely, and we're going to take over the world and enslave humanity.
Bastards! We'll fight you to the last human life.
Come to me, join us, you'll like it.
Excellent.
Don't probe me, dude!
Oh, I think that's where they started, wasn't it? Okay, well done, guys. Excellent stuff. So, we are going to move on to our next game. And, in fact, our next game, we'll do one more round of Alphabet Scene. Who hasn't done one? I haven't done one. And, Christine, you have not done one. So, would you like to go forward or reverse with this Alphabet Scene, Christine? What do you feel comfortable to do?
Well, because we are on the internet, I brought the alphabet up on my screen, so I'm good with you.
Well, at least you're honest. Okay, so we'll go reverse then. We're going to do a reverse alphabet scene. Let's find out what it's going to be about. We are going to have it about, we need another profession. Let's see what we've got. Profession. A Knight of the Realm. And then it says Sarah will guess it. Well, I'm afraid Sarah is not in the scene. You'll have to explain to us afterwards, Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about a Knight of the Realm. We are going to do a reverse alphabet scene, and we're going to be starting at the letter T. And here we go. Tell me, are all of our enemies defeated?
Sure.
Really, you've got to let me get a word in edgeways. Honestly, I can't get a single sentence in with you.
Quiet. It's all right. They're all dead now, so yeah, nothing to stress about.
Please, you've got to show a moment's respect for the dead.
Oh my god, you can be so annoying.
Knight!
It's just dead people.
You are a knight without the letter K from this point on. See? You have no K. You do not deserve one.
My mother will not be very happy with you.
Letitia will be sad with me?
Knight with a K. I will tell her I'm a knight with a K.
Jesus would be very disappointed right now.
I don't quite know why you are naming all your lovers.
Good God, if I'm going to die on the battlefield, I need you to remember all of these names so that you can go round and say he died with his sword up.
For reference, age comes after I. Before I.
I don't know where we are in the alphabet, but...
E. E.
Did you hear that evil in the air?
Yeah, I think a guy, Ed just said it's E.
Dimitri, I want you to take my sword.
Can you stop listing your lovers and talking to...
Babes, you've got to listen to me. If you don't understand that I'm like Genghis Khan, every single person on this...
All right. Stop shouting at me.
Zeus,
relax.
We should pray to Zeus that we manage to get it through this battle.
You're just so extra. It's unbelievable.
Extra, you say? How do you spell that?
Why don't you know how to spell extra?
Well, if I'm completely honest, before this whole battle thing, I couldn't even read.
Very true. I know that for a fact.
Unbelievable, and you kept this a secret from me this whole time, the pain that I've been carrying around.
To be honest, I don't care. And, you know, the knights are dead, so what are we going to do with them?
I don't know, that's the end of the scene. Excuse me a moment, I'm just going to climb into my cellar.
Well, we've lost our host for the evening now, haven't we?
Hello! So, I'll be honest, that wasn't my best offering. Okay, but we are going to move on. We are going to move on to a game very soon, and the game is going to be called Wrestlers. I can't see it on my board to show it with everyone, but we all know what Wrestlers is. So we're going to have two teams of professional wrestlers with unlikely stage names, unlikely wrestler names, and they're going to smack talk about why they are going to defeat each other. So on the first team, we are going to have Diz and Alan, and on the second team, we are going to have Sarah and Sam. So, Sarah and Sam, I'm going to choose you a name first. So, okay. Sarah and Sam, you are... Let's have a look. You are known as Cuppa Tea. You are Cuppa Tea. You are Cuppa Tea. In fact, Sarah, what was the whole Knights of the Realm about?
Oh, it was an improv class that I was running last night, and I asked people to bring objects, and Andrew brought a massive sword, and every scene he did, he was a Knight of the Realm.
I like it. I like it.
It was pretty good.
So, and where can people find these classes?
This is at Improv Gym.
There you go. So, and you can take your massive sword to show Sarah. Right, okay. So, Sarah and Sam, you are Cuppa Tea, and you will be against Diz and Alan, who will be known as... Oh my god, right. The Horny Hunters. The Horny Hunters. You are the Horny Hunters, and you will be going against Cuppa Tea. So, right, we're going to start with Cuppa Tea. Say, why are you going to win the championships tonight?
Well, I think it's abundantly clear what's going on here. We're boiling up beneath the surface. We're getting hot and steamy. We've got a nice, sweet, juicy bit of tea coming out, and we are going to absolutely burn the competition.
Yes, we've got some heat brewing, and we've got Earl Grey in the audience, and he's going to whip your asses.
Oh, I've actually got myself a cup of tea here, and... Oh, would you look at that? It describes our competition.
Oh, that is strong words. Strong words from cup of tea. But now let's hear from the Horny Hunters.
Quite. Well, you see, we're going to chase you through the woods, run you into some traps, and then when your legs have been caught in the steel manacles of our bear traps, which we place strategically around the rings, we're going to blow your heads off. Trevor?
That's right, Tarquin! Oh, yeah! The cup of tea think they're strong, but they're weak! They think they've got it in the bag, but by the end of the night, they're gonna be stone cold! Because the Horny Hunter is gonna take his bow and arrow, and he's gonna take the shaft of that arrow, and he's gonna thrust it deep inside your heart until your blood spills like your tea.
That's fine. We'll only fill the PG tip anyway.
We're gonna give you such a tannin!
Okay, so audience, it is now over to you. You are going to have to vote. Who do you vote for? Are you going to vote for the Horny Hunters? Do you think the Horny Hunters are going to shoot their load and win? Or are you going to vote for cup of tea? Now, can you drink that, sucker? So, we're going to find out who won there, but first, let's ask our fellow performers. Christine, who would you vote for here? Are you Team Cup of Tea, or are you Team Horny Hunter?
I really like the performance and the talk of the Horny Hunters, and their name is awesome. But the cup of tea wins because they had the best prop in the world.
Okay,
Use my auntie for that Christmas present.
Joel, who would you vote for here?
Well, I was nearly taken by the cup of tea. They had some good one-liners, but honestly, the Horny Hunters captured my heart and a lot more.
A lot more. Okay, let's see. We've got some votes coming through. So let's see what we've got in the comment section. Max on Facebook says the Hornet Hunters. So the Hornet Hunters have at least one vote. Okay. I think she's thinking.
You've got to be a
he's
bloody
thinking
good
of the
shot
killer.
to hunt a hornet. Come on.
Yeah. Thinking of the killer bees, not the Hornet Hunters. Right. But then Erica says the Horny Hunters. Andrew says the Horny Hunters. Kevin. Oh, George. See, now you've got one of them, Kevin. Says Sam and Sarah. Right. Everyone's name is George tonight. Okay, so let's see who we've got. Janie votes for cup of tea.
Oh, that's my thing!
Daniel George, without the O, says voting for the cup of teas. Can't betray my nickname. So, okay, let's see if any others. Sam and Sarah, we've got to vote for there. So that's 1 for Sam and Sarah. We've got 2 for Sam and Sarah. And 3 for Sam and Sarah, and then Horny Hunters 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 apiece. Kevin George. Oh, hang on, he said cup of tea twice, so that's 4 apiece. This is 4 apiece. We will need one more vote.
Drink down, Dad.
One more vote. One more vote. We're gonna give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're gonna need something to settle it. So, can you nominate one person from each team, please?
So I'll give it
Alan's
to
in our
Sarah.
library.
Okay, Sarah and someone from the other team, please.
Alan, he's in like a library or something. Surely he's got something there.
Okay, so Sarah and Alan, you guys are going to have what is known as a category battle. You're going to have a category battle where you're going to name things in quick succession without repetition, without too much hesitation, and without saying something that doesn't belong within the category. And the category I'm going to choose for you to name is that I would like you to name children's cartoon characters. And here you go, Sarah.
The one from the Night Circus, Mr. Blobby, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet.
Wait,
Eeyore.
you meant to name them you meant to say them in quick succession, one after the other.
Yeah.
I don't get the game.
Okay, no worries. Sorry,
it's
Sarah.
Like Mallet's
sorry.
Mallet. We take it in turns.
Yeah, it's a turn take until someone.
Okay. That's good. I think I panicked because all my children's cartoon references are from 1971, as it turns out.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't explain myself clearly, so you say it in take turns until
Okay,
someone...
cool.
Yeah. But I like your enthusiasm there, Sarah. Right, I would now like you to name Disney princesses, starting with you, Alan. Go.
Snow White.
Sarah.
Cinderella.
Sleeping Beauty.
Tinkerbell.
No, she's not a princess. So, Alan, you win. Alan and Diz steal that one. Okay, so audience, we're going to move on to our next challenge. Our next challenge is going to be what is known as an extreme monologue. We're going to do an extreme monologue. So, the way this works, I will explain for the audience and for some of our performers, is that each of our performers are going to have an opportunity to perform a monologue as a character as suggested by the audience. As I asked the audience before... start that again. As I asked the audience for, we needed suggestions of characters from fiction or people from history, plus their secrets. And when you perform your monologue, you are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. You are also not allowed to hesitate, as I demonstrated a few seconds ago, which is an extended pause or garbling your words as I just did. And once you've done this, we will find out who can keep their monologue going for the longest. So if any of the performers notice that anyone else has broken one of the two rules, do not repeat any words whatsoever or hesitate, then call out freeze, and if it's a correct challenge, then that is the end of the monologue. Whoever is able to keep going for the longest will win. Whoever isn't, then they will lose. So starting us off on this, we're going to start with Christine. Christine, I'm going to put you on first. Oh, everyone's disappeared from the screen. Technical stuff tonight, guys. Technical stuff. But, Christine, I'm going to put you onto the spotlight view. Guys, you don't need to drop your cameras out. It's making it hard to grab one. Right, okay, so Christine, you will go first. Let's find a character for you. You are Mary Poppins smoking cannabis. You are Mary Poppins smoking cannabis. And here you go.
Wow, that stuff's good. Hi, I'm Mary Poppins. You might remember me from some of those children's movies you watched when you were little.
Repetition of you.
Repetition of you at 17 seconds. You watched when you were little. Okay, so next up, we're going to come across to Alan. So Alan, I'm going to put you onto the spotlight view. And you will now have, as long as you can, to perform a monologue as Dr. Jekyll eating marshmallows as suggested by Annette George on YouTube. And here you go.
These marshmallows are so sweet. Such glucose-filled treats. They bring out a beast in me.
Okay, repetition of... Right, okay, so that's definitely at 19 seconds a repetition of... Although we could have gone for the... earlier. So...
No, that was all one word.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. Next up, we're going to come to you, Joel. Let's find a character as suggested. Okay, so Isaac Newton. It was a pear. So, you are Isaac Newton. Your secret is it was a pear. And here you go.
Is this a pear I see before me? How did it fall from yonder sky? There is nothing pulling.
Or repetition of is.
Oh, repetition of it is at 13 seconds. So, okay, well done, Joel. Next up, we are going to come to Sarah. Sarah, let's bring you onto the spotlight video. Let's find a character for you. Oh my goodness. Right, no, we're not going to take that one from Max. That's warped. Right, okay, you're going to be Winnie the Pooh. You can't stand honey. Winnie the Pooh, you can't stand honey. And here you go.
I actually have quite a problem, everybody. not a big fan of byproduct.
Oh, repetition of A.
Oh,
Oh,
repetition
yeah.
for A at 11 seconds.
Those
Okay.
little words, eh?
Yeah.
Those little words. Okay, next we're going to come to Samuel. Oh, George. Right, and so let's find a character for you. You are Phileas Fogg. You went around the world in 81 days. Phileas Fogg. You went around the world in 81 days. And here you go.
Ah, yes. Hello, everybody. You see, people think I went round the world in 80 days. But it took me one more. Not a soul will find out my mischief. Ha! There will be plaques of my name.
Oh, sorry, repetition of my mischief and my name.
Oh, 31 seconds.
Very good, though.
Very good.
And of course, Phileas Fogg thought he had done it in 81 days, and it was only later that he realised he'd crossed the international date line, so he'd done it in 80 and won the bet.
Ah.
That's what I was going to get onto, but I repeated a word, so I just didn't quite work.
I knew that, so I thought I'd finish it in just so that the audience didn't miss out on your extreme erudition on the subject.
Yes, thank you very much for your help, Alan.
Okay, so Diz, you will be up next. Let's see what characters we've got for you. You are going to be Prince Charming and Pickles. Okay? I don't understand
Pickles
what about
is
Pickles. Prince Charming and Pickles. Interpret it as you will, and here you go.
My secret? Pickles. Love them. Every time a maiden falls asleep, just go over, kiss her, wake 'em up. Oh, it's been so long since...
Oh, was that an interruption? 28 seconds?
Is this hesitation or is it just a southern accent?
I wouldn't say that's hesitation. That is not hesitation. The delivery is okay. And continue. Here you go.
Favorite princess? Alan. She was my favorite. Well, there we go.
Favourite, 10 seconds. Alan, you've struck again. Every single time you give an incorrect challenge, you give someone like a massive advantage.
He might have been right. I don't know. I didn't feel like I was going fast enough.
Do you know what? If we go by the example, the sterling example set by Clement Freud on Just a Minute, where was the inspiration for this game, is he
would do it 90 to the dozen, yeah.
Yeah, he would do very slow delivery, and as long as it's consistent, it wasn't slow enough to be obvious hesitation. So, next up will be me, and I am going to be King Arthur. It was a square table. Knights of the Realm are back, so here we go. And here I go. So, everybody whom sat upon their seats, look, square tables are the future. Think about it for 1, 2, 3, 4 sides are better than 6, 7, 360, or any amount that could come to your heads. V1, as Romans
repetition of 1.
Oh no, you're right. I should have said VI, and that's at 40 seconds, so this is going to be close. And 40 seconds, 38. Oh, I won. So I won that round by 2 seconds. I do apologise.
Who came in second?
You did, with 38 seconds.
I've never gotten above 10 seconds on that stupid game.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next challenge. In fact, I haven't even set what the next challenge is. So we're going to I'm going to ask the audience for something. Let's ask the audience for a famous movie. We're going to ask the audience for a famous movie, but we're going to spin the wheel again. So let's find out what random game we're going to be doing. And here we can see that the random game we will be doing is Styles Clash. So this
Styles
is going to
clash.
Styles clash. This is going to be a game of styles clash, and the way it works, audience, is as well. In fact, now I need to ask you for something else. So put down a movie, but I'm going to have to tell you what else you need, because styles clash has specific requests. So audience, we need lots and lots of suggestions of film and theatre styles, so as well as movies, and we need suggestions of emotions and accents. You could choose my accent if you can identify it, and you can also suggest time periods and animals. So put suggestions of all of these things into the comments. Have we lost Alan? We may have done, but either way, so put suggestions of all of these things into the comments. And, oh my god, Andrew Wiskin just suggested Suburban Commando. What a classic Hulk Hogan film that is. But anyway, let's have a look. So we've got some suggestions of films. I am going to give you a suggestion of what it's going to be about. And I'm going to suggest that it's going to be a scene about dating. It's going to be a scene about dating. In this scene are going to be Sarah, are going to be Sam, and are going to be Christine. Sarah, Sam, and Christine. You will be in this scene. You will start the scene about dating, normally, and every so often you will continue the scene in a new style. So audience, make sure you check the suggestion box, as well as different movies. We also need suggestions of theatre styles, of genres, of emotions, of accents, of time periods, and of animals. So, if you start this scene about dating just as a normal scene, Alan, if you could drop out your camera, and I will drop out mine, and here you go.
Ladies, there's plenty of me to go around.
It's perfectly acceptable that you've brought Mummy on your date. Don't worry about it. Now stop showing off and ask her some questions about herself.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, how are you doing today then, Mum?
No, not me, darling. Ask your date the questions. We went through this in my workshop this morning.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry. What sort of questions would you recommend then, Mum?
Nothing about her breasts.
Right. Dad, what about you? What do you think?
I'm sorry, just a small thing. I can't hear you, you know?
Oh, this is awkward. Didn't see you there. What are your hobbies/interests?
I like reading. Who am I talking to? I mean,
Freeze!
This is a bit awkward.
Freeze! I would like you to continue this with a Brazilian accent. Continue this with a Brazilian accent. Good luck.
Oh, this is my date.
Yes, it's very nice, yes. I have your father on the phone. He says she is also very beautiful, yes?
Oh, good. Is now the time to ask her about her breasts?
It is not the time yet. You must ask her 5 other things first.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yes?
Hola. Hello.
Hola.
Do you like my breasts?
Oh!
Oh,
you have
I was not
jumped
looking, I promise. I was not looking.
Why don't you look at my breasts?
Would you prefer if I did?
Yes.
Even I am looking at your breasts, for they are fabulous.
Freeze! Okay, I would like you to continue this as if it is the Stone Age. Continue it as if it is the Stone Age. Go.
Boobs!
Big boobs. Oh.
Yeah, big boobs.
Nice catch, son.
Fake boobs.
Freeze. Continue this as if it is science fiction. Go for it.
Oh my god, what's coming out of your breast? Whoa!
My god, how long has this alien been in me?
It's got me, son, it's got me. Save me.
Mum, it can't have got you.
Her, shoot it, quick,
I can't, that's my mum, I can't do that to my mum.
No, shoot the alien before it eats your mother.
The alien's on my mum's face.
I've got a face alien.
Mum, can you just tear it off?
I would like you to continue this as if it is the time period of 2019. Go.
Back when we were happy.
Everything will be fine next year, right?
Yeah. Have you made any plans yet for next year?
Just thinking of taking loads of like world trips, aren't we, son?
Are we taking the trip together, the three of us?
Yeah, well, I was hoping this date was going to go really well, so then 2020 could be our year, you know? We could travel.
Oh, wow. We could travel everywhere.
We could cuddle all the time as well. It'd be amazing.
Cuddles. I tell you what, why don't you come to dinner at our house, and then I'm sure you'll be able to go back to your house straight after.
Oh, that would be so lovely.
I'd love that, you know. And we'll have some pasta as well, because we've got plenty of that, haven't we?
Freeze! And one more to end on. Continue this as if it is a fantasy.
We must travel very far to the other side of the world to slay the dragons.
I have bought the unicorns.
Right. So we have your mother, we have you, King George.
Yes, my son is very strong. He's good at slaying.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Check out his guns. Oh, yes.
So, yes.
Kiss the guns. Kiss the guns, son. Go on, do it. Oh, yes. Yes, that's good. What do you think? Are you going to marry him?
I think so, but first we need to go and slay the dragons.
Okay.
Maybe he won't survive, you know.
Don't you worry, I'm on it.
Do you have a horse?
I have slayed the dragon.
Oh, great, so now we can get married.
Of course.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mum, you can officiate.
I can. Yes. It's happening quite fast, but that's okay because we're in the past.
And
How we do
scene!
things.
Well done, guys. Well done. Excellent stuff there. Excellent stuff. So, in a moment, we're going to move on to our next challenge. Let's have a look. So, audience, check the suggestion box down below, and you will see that I've said that I want a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit. So, please suggest a crime you would like to commit. So, next up, we are going to have a scene with Alan, Diz, and Joel. Alan, Diz, and Joel. And you are going to play a game known as Body Language. You're going to play a game of body language. Now, audience, very quick as you can, as well as suggesting some crimes, we also need some suggestions of body parts. Please suggest some body parts whilst I explain how this works. So, the way this works for our performers is each of you are going to be assigned a body part. As much as possible, you have to use that body part as creatively as you can in the scene. Now, obviously, we're going to be a little bit limited being in our telly boxes as we are at the moment, but that's just going to add to the challenge. So, let's have a look at a crime you would like to commit. We've got suggestions such as... we've got here, in fact, we've got Just Nath on D Live says, how come there are only 6 followers for such content? Well, I appreciate what you're saying, but it's because we've only just gone on to D Live and we don't quite understand it yet. But Just Nath, if you click follow, then we'll appreciate that, and I do appreciate your good comments there. Seems like a lot of work to put into the stream, you also say. Well, yes, we work hard, but we're just starting on D Live, and I don't quite understand it yet. But I appreciate your kind comments. But okay, let's see. The crime that would like to be committed is stealing a Trafalgar Square lion. I love this. It's very specific. So, if you don't know Trafalgar Square, Alan. Right, no, I'm joking. Right, Diz, if you don't know Trafalgar Square, it's in London. It's famous. Right, and there is a giant statue of a lion there. There's a couple of them, in fact. And you're going to steal one of these giant statues of a lion. That's what the scene is going to be about. Let's get some body parts. Alan, as much as everyone's suggesting big toe. Audience, you've got to be kind to the performers. We can't see their feet. Right. Alan, as much as possible, use your hair in this scene Alan, as much as possible, use your hair in this scene. Joel, as much as possible, use your neck in this scene. Okay, if any of you injure yourselves, that's up to you though, so be careful with your necks and with your hair even. And let's see, and Diz, as much as possible, use your wrists. Use your wrists. Okay. Erica also suggested the crime of stealing David's accents. And Just Nath says, welcome to D Live then. Well, thank you. Right, so, you know what your body parts are? And this is a scene about stealing a lion from Trafalgar Square. And here you go.
I can't see anyone around. Come on, let's grab it.
I can't wait. I know I wanted to do another of our hair-raising escapades, but I think this one is pure folly. Call me silly. Folly. Call me silly.
I'm sterile. You told me to wash up. So, sterile.
Look,
excellent. Good. Did you bring the lock picks?
Yes. I hid them in my pants.
Have a look.
Excellent. So they're by your short and curlies.
Look, guys, we're going to put our necks on the line here. We've got to do it while the going's good.
Okay, everybody cover your faces.
Are you sure we'll be able to wrestle this off the platform, Alan?
Well, there are 4 plinths and 3 lions, so somebody's already got away with it once.
I know we were all gonna get here in one carpool, but I couldn't drive it through the tunnel.
No, you had to stop off and grease a few palms. I get it.
You have to have your finger on the pulse.
You do, and you've got to make sure everything is, the conditions are right.
Oh my God, I don't have a pulse, guys.
Oh.
Well.
Oh no, it's all right. I thought I needed to go to the toilet, but it was just a fake bowel movement. It was a shampoo.
You're going to make my veins explode. Come on, we have to get on with this.
Okay, while we're still, on the crest of a wave, it'll be our crowning glory.
Can we hurry this up? I've been wristing up all day, and I don't want my energy to go away.
Okay, why don't you eat some dessert for a quick sugar hit? Maybe some chocolate mousse.
Well, we've got to get this job done so we can get on to the next job.
All right, calm down, man. I thought we were really gelling as a team.
No, you guys have left me hanging here.
My shoulders hurt. I'm old. I'm too old for this stuff, you guys.
Okay, have you got hold of the lion's mane?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I was right there just looking at its mouth the whole time, but I've got him.
Good man. Okay, now, whatever you do, don't think Siegfried and Roy.
And scene! Well done. So, audience, it is now over to you. It is voting time, as it says in the suggestion box down below. Who do you think made best use of their body part? So as we saw that Joel put his neck on the line, but did he win out here? Whereas it was a hair-raising experience for Alan, but we'll find out if you think that Alan won. Put Alan if you felt it was Alan. And do you feel it was Diswrist or Dizwrist? So make sure you vote for Diz if you felt it was Diz. So Joel, Alan or Diz, who do you feel win? Feel one. I can't speak anymore. I'm very tired today. Christine, who do you think won that one?
I mean, Alan was fantastic, as always. But I quite liked Joel's putting their necks on the line. I thought that was hitting it on the head. Nail on the head.
Sarah, how would you vote this one?
It's a really tricky one, actually, but I think ultimately I've got to go for Diz because of his superior wrist action.
Okay, good to know. And Sam, how would you vote this one?
Well, my sympathy vote definitely goes to Diz for when that moment where you can see his little face just go, my shoulders hurt. However, you could see the pride on Alan's face just after he said shampoo, and I've got to give it to him for that, really.
Okay, So, audience, in a second we're going to come and find out who you voted for, but also check the suggestion box, because as it will say now, is we're going to soon, we've got one more game and then we'll be moving on to our finale. We need suggestions of characters from fiction or history and unusual things for them to be doing. That's what we're going to need, so check the suggestion box. But for now, we're going to find out how you have voted. So, Janie has voted for Alan. Max has also voted Alan on Facebook. Joe Eden on Facebook has voted for Joel. Annette George has voted for Alan, so that's 3-1 to Alan. Eric says Alan's floppy hair, which makes it 5-1 to Alan. We'll see any more votes. Andrew Whittington also votes Alan, so I think that's going to have just about clinched it. Alan, you're a runaway victory there. Kevin George says, for the shampoo gag, Alan. So, Alan, you win. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well played, everyone. Good game, I thought.
We're going to go on to our next game, which will be for myself, which will be for Sarah, Sam, and why not, and Christine. So there'll be 4 of us in the scene, and we are going to play Alliteration Anarchy. We are going to play Alliteration Anarchy, and the way this works is we are each going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet, which I'll take from the most recent comments on the comment section, the first letter of each comment, and we're going to find out which crime this will be about. So crimes we've got suggestions of is stealing David's accent, which we won't go for, but thank you, Erica. Eating takeaway.
I don't know which one it is.
I know, I still don't know. What do you think my accent is, audience? Okay, Annette George says eating takeaway food in a restaurant. Is that a crime? It might be at the moment. It's a bit. I can't even get my head around that one. Okay, punching peers.
My mum doesn't get out much, so she doesn't know.
Actually, you don't pay VAT on takeaway food, although you should if you're eating food in a restaurant. So yes, it would be a crime, but it may well be the restaurateur who was in trouble, not you.
How many of us just found out how many times we broke the law in Greg's? But okay, anyway, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Any other crimes? Painting a police car in rainbow stripes, identity theft, stealing crown jewels. Okay, let's say we're painting a police car in rainbow stripes. We're painting a police car in rainbow stripes. Now, as much as possible, Christine, begin as many words as you can with the letter F. Sam, as much as you can, begin as many words with the letter H. Sarah, as much as you can, begin as many words with the letter M. And I will begin as many words as I can with the letter B. So, I have the letter B. Everyone else knows what letter they have. We are painting a police car in rainbow stripes. And here we go.
Mate, milky militant mauve. Really?
Holy heck, I'm happy doing this.
Right, brown or blue? Brown or blue?
More.
Fuck me, guys.
Bucket
Do
loads.
you really?
Bucket loads of brown or boat loads of blue?
Hell yes.
Many colours.
My feet hurt. Can we just fill the paint buckets and get this going?
The paint buckets? Brilliant, Brenda. Right, Brian, here's your bucket, Brian.
Harold. How kind. Hayley, Henrietta, would you like some as well?
More buckets, more paint, more vandalism.
You're
I really
the boss.
wish we had some Felix Felicis from Harry Potter. For luck.
Hot to handle.
Might have some in my bag. Melons. Just got melons.
Oh no. Oh my god, was that a fox?
Mouse. It's a mouse.
Oh, bugger. Oh, buggering bollocks. Whew.
Holy heck.
It's only a mouse.
What?
Hairy mouse, though.
What's that buzz?
A mini mouse.
We should set it on fire.
What's that buzz? Is it a bee? Oh, a bomb!
Up high! Oh.
There's a bomb under the brakes.
Milk. We'll diffuse it with milk.
Raise the bonnet!
Ow!
Guys, listen, there's the four of us. Can we just quickly get this done and then go for some food?
McDonald's!
Yes, but don't eat it with a fork again. That was
Bloody
weird.
hell, there is a bomb under the bonnet!
Meat!
I just wanted a Happy Meal.
Bang! Oh! 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 Oh!
My head!
Blood! Blood! Oh, blue blood! Blue blood!
What is happening?
Mutating!
I've had more fun before with other faces than you guys.
Bleeding!
My face hurts!
Blushing!
Face hurts.
Masticating!
Oh my god, I should have just stayed with my family tonight.
And scene! Well done! So, audience, it is now once again voting time. Who do you think made the best use of their letter? Who do you think made the best use of their letter? If you felt it was me, give me a buzz and vote for David. If you felt it was Christine and you want to tell her to F off, then vote for Christine. If you look at Sarah and go, then vote for Sarah. And if you look at Sam and you feel like you're just like, I don't know what I'm going for here. Right, then vote for Sam. So, audience, who do you think you are voting for? Who do you think you are voting for? So, let's find out. Alan, how would you vote this one?
I think I have to give it to Sarah because, there are few things I enjoy more in life than a young woman just shouting meat into my face time and time and time again. I mean, that is the sort of waiting service I dreamed of. So, yeah, Sarah.
Love it.
Okay, Joel, how would you vote this one?
It's a tough one to judge, this one, but I think I have to give it to you, David, for Blue Blood. I never knew how rich you were.
Well, there you go, I try. Diz, how would you vote it?
This is a tough one because I was enthralled by Sarah's posh accent, screaming meat, and masticating. You really do not see enough or hear enough about masticating in improv. But I also enjoyed the Blue Blood, but I have to give it to you, David, for buggering bollocks, which I know what both of those words mean, and I'm not entirely sure how that works. So I'm off to the dark web, and we'll be right back.
Okay, we've got some votes coming through. Let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so do you know what? Like, so we've had another D Live comment where it feels a bit unrelated to the show, but it's something which I'm going to comment on regardless, because someone has just put a post advertising the National Suicide Prevention Helpline. Hopefully that's not in response to this show. But jokes aside, the number is there in the comments. If anyone feels that they need that, then always seek help. That's my good message on here for today. But let's have a look what else we've got in terms of any votes. So, in terms of votes, we have got a vote here for Sarah and her melons from Kevin George. Sarah and her melons has voted for Kevin George. David has voted by Joe Eden on Facebook. Sarah has voted by Andrew Whittington on Facebook. David has voted by Jamie on Twitch. That's 2 apiece. Annette George says, was Sam miming for the last 30 seconds? Sam, is your mic working?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
No, basically, I don't know a lot of words that begin with H, it transpires.
Okay. So, I like your tactic there. You're just going to move your mouth and hope for the best. Right, okay. Erica's votes for Sarah, so that's 3 for Sarah. And Max on Facebook says, David, how's your arm? I'm voting for you. So that is 3 apiece. Audience, any more votes coming through? Are there any more votes coming through? It is current tie between Sarah and myself. Any more votes coming through? I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Sorry?
Me and Christine just sat her in loser's corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and now it's time. So, Sam, could you actually set us some sort of challenge that we need to do? Either some sort of scavenger challenge or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's been far too long since we've had a good old-fashioned game of rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Right,
So I think we'll go with that. What we'll need each of you to do is somehow blindfold yourself, and then I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then you give your option.
So hang on. So wait. You got to say rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Because do we go on the one?
yes,
do we go on the right? Yeah.
What now?
So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. So we'll go rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and when we shoot, we do whatever our action
I
is.
thought you said shoe. I was
Yeah, me too. I was like, what's shoe? Shoe.
I think it's your weird accent.
It's my weird accent, isn't it? Cup of tea. A proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot. I'll keep practicing. So, we're going to do rock, paper, scissors. Sam, you can call it.
Yeah, so if you could both blindfold yourself,
Where's
please.
my thing? Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And you've both gone for paper. We'll try again.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You've both gone for scissors. This is going very well. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And David, you win with scissors there.
Woo! Okay. So I think, Sarah, you thought I was going to go for rock then, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I nearly went for rock as well.
Yeah, so I almost did as well. Okay.
I can't believe neither of you went for shoe.
Well, I tried to.
Shoe kicks rock, scissors cut laces.
So true.
You know, it's
Stamped
classic.
on paper, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to our final challenge, which is an impression battle royale. An impression battle royale, and the way this works is we are going to take turns at doing short impressions, and then the audience will get to vote on who they feel does the better impression. So starting us off on this are going to be Joel and Diz. Joel and Diz. So I'm going to come to Diz first. So let's find someone for you to do an impression of. Let's have a look. I love this. So, as suggested by Andrew Whittington on Facebook, you are Shia LaBeouf, doing whatever Shia LaBeouf does. And here you go.
Yeah, I heard that song about me chasing that guy through the woods. I thought, that's a good idea. Maybe I should just do that. Everybody thinks I'm nuts anyway. Why the hell don't I just chase guys through the woods and cut their legs off? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right after I do the Nicolas Cage story. Yeah, they cast me as Nicolas Cage. I'm too Cage for Cage. All right? I'm too Cage for Cage. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, and then I'm going to take it to my cabin in the woods, and I'm going to cut Nicolas Cage's face off, and I'm going to wear it over my face. And then I'm going to take Bill Bradley. You remember that guy, Bill Bradley? He was Coach. It's the first name that came to my mind because I'm nuts. And so I'm going to take it. I'm going to turn his head into a loincloth. And then I'm going to take Samuel Jackson. I'm going to turn him into my toilet. Woo! I don't know, man.
Okay, and there you go. Excellent stuff. Wow. He went for
The
it.
resemblance is uncanny, eh?
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean you were cast as Nicolas Cage? I don't understand.
Part of the bit.
Okay, no, I wondered if it was a real reference.
No,
Right.
I figured, who are the two craziest actors in Hollywood? Nicolas Cage and Shia LaBeouf. If anybody's good, although Nicolas Cage is actually about to play Nicolas Cage in a movie about Nicolas Cage.
I love it. I love it when actors do that. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. What we've got for Joel. Joel, your character is going to be... let's have a look. Michael Caine reading a bedtime story. Michael Caine reading a bedtime story. And here you go.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little bears, said they were. 3 bears lived in a house in Compton. They decided to go out for a walk one day. And when they did, this little blonde girl wandered in. And she ate their food and she sat in her chair, and she slept in their beds. And then the bears came in, and they found her, and they were going to eat her, these bears were. The little girl ran out of the house, the bears chased after her, they tried to throw a bomb at her, they were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, but they ended up killing her. And they decided, well, since she ate their food anyway, they might as well eat her. The moral of the story is, don't break into bloody people's houses and eat their food and sleep in their beds. Night night, boys and girls.
Okay, well done. Very well done there, Joel. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you vote for? If you vote for Joel, then vote for Joel or Michael Caine. If you vote for Deers, then just do it, as he says. So, we're going to find out who you vote for. But first, let's find out, Sarah, how would you vote this one?
I think just because I felt comforted and then scared, I'm going to go for Michael Caine because I like that.
Okay. Christine, how would you vote it?
It's very tough, but I think I'm going to go for this because I felt like Shia was in the room.
Okay. Alan, how would you vote it?
It's extraordinarily close. I mean, I think Joel, until Joel did his impression, I'd never realised that Michael Caine is basically the bastard son of Alec Guinness and Bob Hoskins. But he's right. I mean, it's basically correct. But I think I'm going to have to give it to Diz purely because Shia LaBeouf playing a young Nicolas Cage is something I can see happening in the next 2 or 3 years. I think it's going to happen.
Okay. And Sam, how would you put it?
Well, firstly, that was probably one of the best rounds of that game we've ever had, which was amazing. I think, for me, though, I'm going to be running for my life from Shia LaBeouf, if anyone gets the song there.
I don't. But regardless, let's see what the audience
Eye of the Tiger?
Right, so the audience have spoken, and Max says Joel. Janie says Diz, but only just. Kevin George says Michael Caine. So that's 2 for Joel, 1 for Diz. Annette George says Joel. So Joel, that's 3-1. Janie also said that was a hard vote. Andrew Whittington says Diz. So that's 3-2 to Joel there. Any other votes? Any other votes coming through? So Diz, Joel, Diz. Michael Caine is Joel. So that's 2 apiece. Joel makes it 3-2. Joel makes it 4-2. Any more votes coming through? Going once. Going twice. And Joel, you have been successful there, so you move through to the next round. Okay, in the next round, we are going to have Sarah and we are going to have Alan. Sarah and Alan. So I'm going to come to you first, Alan. Let's find a character for you. Let's see what we've got. You are going to be... what? Okay, so I feel like you've got to get this here. Erica always suggests Rick Mayall. And so I think she wants you to do Rick Mayall at some point. I'm not sure if you've had it yet. But you'll be Rick Mayall playing Donald Trump in a BBC drama. Rick Mayall playing Donald Trump in a BBC drama. And here you go.
So, I said to him, right, basically, I've got all the best words, I've got the hugest words, and those words are going to make me president. And those words are words like tits, wee, and bottom. And you know what else? Ivanka. I've had her, she's shit.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Alan. Next up, we're going to come to you, Sarah. So let's find a character for you, Sarah. The character I'm seeing here is you are going to be Liam Neeson recording a phone message. You are Liam Neeson recording a phone message. And here you go.
I will hunt you down. I will find you. If you don't bring my Domino's pizza within the next half an hour, I will find your family and I will destroy them.
Okay, so fantastic. Right, excellent. So now it is over to the audience. Audience, it is your time to vote. So, who are we voting for here? Put into the comments if you are voting for President Rick Mayall as played by Alan, or are you voting for... Were you taken by Sarah's impression of Liam Neeson? So, put into the comments if either you're voting Liam Neeson as performed by Sarah, or Rick Mayall as Donald Trump as performed by Alan. Diz, how would you vote this one?
Oh, I'm a huge Rick Mayall fan, and I felt as if he had arisen from the grave, so I have to go with Alan.
Okay. So, Christine, how would you vote this?
I think I have to give it to Sarah because we all know there's only one thing you can do whenever anyone mentions Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Okay. Joel, how would you vote it?
Because I could go for my fellow countryman Liam Neeson, but I think Bottom and Willie win it out for me.
Okay, and Sam, how would you vote it?
Well, I think when Sarah did hers, I was actually genuinely a bit terrified, so I think I'm going to have to give it to her just for that alone.
Okay, let's see. So, Joel, you are into the finale round. Who will be joining you? Let's see what we've got in the comments section. Okay, so the comments section, we've got Annette George on YouTube votes for Sarah. Joe Eden says Liam Neeson. Erica votes Alan, Great Rick. Kevin George says Sarah, very intimidating. Janie votes Sarah. Andrew says Alan, sorry Sarah. So that's 2 for Alan, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Sarah. Max votes for Sarah as well. Any more votes coming through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Sarah. 1, 2 for Alan. We're going to give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Sarah, you have progressed through to the next round, so well done there. So, to see who will be joining you in the next round, there will now be a 3-way finale for this first round, not the finale, between Sam, myself, and Christine. Sam, myself, and Christine. Let's find a character. So, audience, continue to put suggestions of characters through, because we might need a couple more. I'm going to scroll back up to see what we had earlier that we haven't used. So let's have a look. We would like you to start off with Sam. You are Basil Fawlty trying to explain social distancing to hotel guests. You are Basil Fawlty trying to explain social distancing to hotel guests. And here you go.
Yes, right. Well, what you need to do is you need to stay back. You need to stay back 2 meters. If you need any help with this, Manuel will show you the way, and he will stay 2 meters away from you as well. Don't worry about it. It's just like when we were in the war, and you lot had to keep going a further 2 meters back. Oh no, don't mention the war. Don't mention the war. I think I did, but I might have got away with it. Oh yes, stay 2 meters away, otherwise I'll end up kicking you in the face, won't I, you stupid guest? Get out of my hotel!
Okay, excellent. Well done there, Sam. Very well done. Next up, Christine. Let's find a character for you. Christine, let's see who you are. You are going to be... Let's see... Oh, actually, there's a comment here. It says, for David, let's just read this. I'm a teapot, short and proud. Here's my handle, here's my spout. Just to test my accent, says Annette George. I don't quite understand it, but okay. Tell me what your findings were.
When did it become proud instead of stout?
I know, yeah, it's got to be stout, but it's
what that basically means is my mum's on her 3rd glass of wine now.
Not a 3rd glass of stout.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see who we've got. You are going to be Rambo, babysitting an orangutan, as suggested by Joe Eden. You are Rambo, babysitting an orangutan, and here you go.
Right! You gotta stay right there! Do not move! I'm going to go and shoot everything up! Because that's all I do! All the time! I think. I'm gonna go do it now! Bye!
Okay, and there you go. Thank you
By
very
the
much,
way, I've never
Christine.
seen Rambo. You're only judging from movie posters.
Okay, fantastic.
You did pretty well.
And let's find one for me. Okay, I am going to be Bane ordering a pizza. So I assume that's Bane from Batman. Bane ordering a pizza. And here I go. Hello! Ah, yes. I would quite like a pizza. The pizza I would quite like is one that is known as a Hawaiian. Now, a Hawaiian pizza needs to have ham on it. What? What do you mean you don't need me to tell you what's on a Hawaiian? Now, you may make a Hawaiian, but I was born in Hawaii. I understand the way it is. You just merely adopted a Hawaiian, where I was created there. And I also broke Batman's back. These are the end of my Bane facts. And there you go. So, right. So, audience. Now, I think this might be quite close. Who are we voting for here? Was I the bane of your existence? What accent did I just do? Was your vote going to be going to John Rambo, as played by Christine? Or did we find any faults with Sam's performance as Basil Fawlty? So put either Sam, David, or Christine into the comments. And Sarah, how would you vote this one?
I think it's close, but it's going to have to be Sam just for the leg action.
I had leg action, It was just out of shot.
Oh.
Right. Diz, how would you vote it?
Christine, you have actually seen more than enough of the Rambo movies to know exactly what they're about. Sam, I was gonna vote for you, but I actually went and put pants on for this show, so I sort of resent you being naked from the waist down.
I'm not.
And,
what?
I'm wearing shorts.
I'll take my vote back then.
Sure you
I'm
are,
naked
Sam.
from the knee down. There's a difference.
Oh, Sam.
Sure.
No. All right, fine. Then my vote depends on, David, was your Bane from the movies or Harley Quinn, the animated?
Okay, so it was it's based on my observation that when they made the film Dark Knight Rises and the trailer came out, and Bane just basically feeling like this and you couldn't understand him, that clearly Christopher Nolan was really pissed off that there was the complaints that you couldn't understand him. So Tom Hardy basically did his impression from Star Trek Nemesis of Patrick Stewart and just was like, I was born in the dark, and just did this ridiculously posh voice for Bane. So that was my inspiration.
Well, then you get my vote.
Okay.
Well done, sir.
And Joel, who do you vote for?
Well, I don't believe for a second that Bane would ever eat pineapple on his pizza, so...
Controversial.
Sam.
Okay, Alan, did we hear what you were voting for?
No, I honestly don't remember The Dark Knight Rises well enough to know how close your Bane was, although I remember him being weirdly squeaky and strange, so I'm sure you got it quite close. As Diz says, Christine managed to sum up all 7 of the Rambo films in about 30 seconds. But I think I like Sarah, I've got to give it to Sam for the sheer level of... I mean, the idea of Basil Fawlty just kicking people away from him to do this.
It feels like it could happen. Okay, let's have a look. We have votes coming through. So, let's see what we've got. We have a vote here. First of all, Kevin George says third glass of gin, Sam. Third glass of gin. So,
Pissed either way.
and then Annette says, unbelievable, Sam. That is a very old rhyme. So this is basically your parents ganging up on you here. But
It would be a rhyme if you spelt it right, Mum.
right. Okay, Andrew Whittington votes for Sam. Joe Eden votes for Christine. Janie votes for Sam. Max votes for Christine. It's 2 apiece. Erica says Sam. Very good, Basil. After Dave Green's job. So Dave Green, shout out to you. So Kevin George then says Basil Fawlty. His mum thought it was Basil Brush.
Yes, but as we've discovered, she can't see straight at the moment, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be a contender here, but we'll give it 5 more seconds between Sam and Christine. Sam is currently in the lead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam, you go through. Well done. So, we are now going to our grand finale round. In this grand finale, we will have one more round of impressions. So, audience, continue to give suggestions of characters because we may need another one or two. But we have Joel, we have Sam, and we have Sarah. So, let's say that Joel, you will be going first. I'm going to find a character for you. Let's find a character for you, Joel. And who have we got here? So, you are going to be Amy Pond from Doctor Who, teaching the Doctor how to do the Highland Fling. You are Amy Pond from Doctor Who, teaching the Doctor how to do the Highland Fling. And here you go.
Well, Doctor, it's just a matter of you move your arms up and down, move your legs, jittering, so on. Grab your sonic screwdriver, hit a Dalek, go off into the galaxy, get in your TARDIS, and lo and behold, you're doing the Highland dance.
Okay, excellent. Well done, Joel. Well done. Next up.
Watch Doctor Who.
Next up, we're going to be coming to you, Sam. Let's find a character for you, Sam. See who we've got here. You are going to be Lady Penelope as a dishwasher. You are Lady Penelope as a dishwasher, as suggested by Annette O'George. Right, so, Lady Penelope as a dishwasher, and here you go.
Well, I hate to fulfill every female stereotype, but I suppose I'd better go wash the dishes. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Get the washing up liquid, scrub, scrub, scrub. I've scrubbed the dishes, and now they're all nice and clean.
Okay, and
Penelope is Thunderbirds, isn't she?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Next up, we will have Sarah. Let's see. Let's have a look. Who have we got for you? So, we're going to find a character that's been suggested a little bit earlier, I think. Oh, there might be a new character. Okay, so you are Guy Fawkes, synchronised swimming. You are Guy Fawkes, synchronised swimming as suggested by Joe Eden on Facebook. And here you go.
So everybody, just do this stroke, but underneath the swimming pool there's quite a quantity of dynamite and we shall overthrow the government. Keep swimming, it's fine. And when it explodes, it doesn't matter because we're in water, so the common man will be safe, whereas the overall government will be blown to smithereens, and instead of effigies of us, they'll put lifeguard chairs on bonfires.
Okay, and well done there, Sarah. So, audience, it is now up to you. Who are you voting for? If you are voting for Sarah and you think, what the forks was that? Then vote for Sarah. If you think that Sam's a bit of a muppet, then make sure you vote for Sam. And if you feel that Joel did well as his character, if you think he was a drop in the pond, not a drop in the ocean, then vote for Joel as Amy Pond. Audience, audience, keep putting your votes in. In fact, let me just make sure you have got the information on screen. We no longer need suggestions of characters. We need you to put your votes in. One thing, just before I come to the other performers to find out how they have voted, I like that we can see the thought pattern of Joe Eden. So first she suggested Guy Fawkes synchronised swimming. And clearly you can see where her train of thought here went. Because then she immediately typed afterwards, Tarzan synchronised swinging. So from synchronised swimming to synchronised swinging. I like it. Okay, Diz, how would you vote this finale round?
I'm voting for Sarah for the historical accuracy of the wet gunpowder plot.
I like it. Christine, how would you vote it?
You're on mute.
Oh yeah, sorry, Christine, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Same, Sarah, because I feel that is exactly how it happened.
Okay, and Alan, how would you vote?
Well, I mean, I loved Sarah's image of the lifeguard chairs piled atop the bonfire being burned in non-effigy. That was great. Sam, the physicality of Lady Penelope was brilliant, but unfortunately you lacked the undercurrent of sexual tension with her bit of rough chauffeur Parker that was so predominant in the original animated series. So I'm going to give it to Joel, because I think if there's a world in Doctor Who where a Highland fling can be done purely from the neck up, that's the science fiction series that can manage it, and maybe Dorian Maldavar already has.
Okay, certainly. So let's just have a look. I sort of tuned out halfway through, but that's just because I was trying to solve a problem. That was.
So did I. It's fine.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got comments coming through. Let's see how we are voting. So Janie says that she is voting for Sarah. Joe says that she is voting for Sam. Max says he is voting for Sam, and Kevin says he is voting for Sam. So Sam is 3-1 into the lead. Annette George says, I would vote for Sam, but I am very disappointed. Not angry, just disappointed.
Drunk wrong, Mum.
Right.
She spelled drunk wrong. She's getting all very confused, my mum is.
Okay, so that's...
I love the way she didn't even bother to pretend it was about the game tonight instead of just Sam in general.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a non-vote for Sam, but we've got 3 votes for Sam, 1 vote for Sarah. Then we have Andrew voting for Sarah, so that's 2 for Sarah, 3 for Sam. Erica says Sam, so that's 4 for Sam, 2 for Sarah. Then we have 2 coming through. Styles Clash says that they are voting for Sarah, and another on Twitch voting for Sarah. Eric says, Dave, welcome to the world. I always tune out when Alan talks. Okay, so I think 2, that's 2 to Sarah, 1 to Sam, 3 for Sarah, 1, 2, so hang on, I'm getting confused. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Sam, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Sarah. So we've got it as a complete tie at the moment. Any votes? Joel was in this round as well. You know, first time performing in this show. So let's see, any more votes coming through? Are we voting for Sam? Are we voting for Sarah? You know, it's going to need quite a few votes for Joel to come back here, but it could happen. Okay, I'm going to give it a 5 count, and then we'll see where we're at. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time, so we're going to have to settle this with some sort of scavenger hunt based challenge. So, let's see what
It's cool that we've used all our tiebreak games this show.
Sorry?
Timed ABC.
We've used all our tiebreak games this show. It's quite cool.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, Sarah and Sam. What I would like you to do is I would like you to find something from within your environment. It can be an instrument or it can be something else, but I would like you to find something because you're each going to have an opportunity to play a tune for us. Now, just for clarity, you can't just find like an MP3 player or an iPod or something like that. You can't just play music out loud. It's who can play the best tune, music thing of your own creation for everyone else. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to find your instrument, and here you go. So, they're going to find something to produce some music with. So, we'll see if any of them actually... Okay, Alan has kazoo. He has a kazoo. Once upon a time in Extreme Improv, we played a game called Kazoozical, which we only did the once because the kazoos I bought were all very cheap and nasty, and it sounded terrible, and it was quite a dud moment in the show. But in theory, it would work. In theory, it would have worked. Okay, so Joel has vanished. I don't know where Joel has. Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay, so Sam, you will have the opportunity. I'm going to spotlight you, and then we will vote ourselves to see who we think did the best music to decide who is today's winner. So, Sam, over to you. Play something for us.
All right, then.
I don't know about anyone else, but the more he went, he's muted. Sam, when did you mute yourself? Wow, that was unfortunate. We could hear you to begin with. The more you went on, suddenly it went dead silent. I didn't do that. Right, okay.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Well, okay. Well, hang on. That means, Sarah, you've got everything to lose here. If you can, if you can't beat 25 seconds of solid silence. Right, Sarah, it is over to you. Okay, there we go. Well done to Sarah. Excellent stuff there. So, that's your version of Stomp, the 4th edition. Okay, so audience, I'll give you a chance to vote as well, but we may settle it ourselves. Right, so are we voting for Silence is Golden from Sam? Or has Sarah's singing made us all feel a bit hoarse? So, Christine, how would you vote this one?
I don't quite know, because I feel for Sam, because he was going for it. I just couldn't hear him. And at the same time, Sarah kind of scared me with the face she was making. But I think it's gotta be Sarah, because we actually made sounds, and, you know, that was
I made sound!
Broadcast.
Joel, how would you vote this one?
I think silence was better than course. Sorry.
It's fair. It's fair.
Okay, so it's one apiece. Alan, how would you vote it?
Well, I thought Sarah was very brave as an amateur to come up with a tune of her own composing there. But, I think the sheer ambition Sam showed in tackling a professional composer's work on his own was remarkable. And I have to say, that is as good a version of John Cage's 3 minutes 44 seconds I've ever heard on an improv show.
Okay. Diz, how would you vote it?
I was not aware that failure had a sound. So I'm going to have to, that would be Sam, the sound of failure. But he was really giving it, I was excited for him there at the beginning, and then it just sort of all fell apart, like America. So I'm going to give it to Sarah.
Okay, so that is...
The sound of failure sounds like a song Paul Simon wrote for when they were really falling out. Sing that.
Interpreted by Sam.
Okay, so because it's all... We haven't actually settled it, we've tied it up ourselves. We have had the audience vote, so thank you, audience. Let's see if we get through this somehow. Otherwise, we may call it a tie. But, we've got Kevin George says Sam should be mute more often. So, I don't think that's actually a vote. But then Kevin says Sarah, at least there was a noise. So that is one vote to Sarah. Joe Eden
You need
says...
to highlight my pain, old man!
Oh dear, God. Right, your face, Sam, you were going for it. I was just like, why isn't it working? Right, okay. Joe Eden says Sarah. Annette George says, ooh, George. Sarah has it. They're playing with you now. Right, so that is 2 votes for Sarah, 3 votes for Sarah. Janie says, Sam, he made me laugh. So it's 3-1. Sam's coming back. Andrew says, Sarah, all that was missing was a large sword. So that's 4-1 to Sarah. Max says Sam. So that's 4-2 to Sarah. But Sam's not completely out the race yet. We'll give it a few more seconds. I'm going to vamp for a few more seconds because this is to decide who is tonight's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, so we've got another vote coming through, which is for Sam, which makes it 4-3 to Sarah. 4-3 to Sarah. Sam still has a fighting chance. I'll remind our audience that we have another show tomorrow night, which is at 8:30 p.m. UK time, and then we'll have a matinee on Friday at 12 p.m. So... At this point, I'm going to do a countdown from 5. Any more audience votes, you've got to get it in almost immediately. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam, I'm afraid you didn't win. Sarah, you have it. So, well done today, Sarah. You're today's Streamed Improv XStreamed champion. So, there we go. And let's just see if we can find the championship belt for you. I just saw it a moment ago. So, Sarah, you have the championship belt now hovering vaguely over you. And we've got a couple... Okay, audience, put any final comments or things you want to say to each other, any shout-outs, any birthdays. It was my birthday yesterday. It was also Ellie's birthday yesterday, one of our fellow regular Extreme Improv performers. So happy birthday to Ellie and happy birthday to me. It was Adam Hughes' birthday the other day, so lots of Extreme Improv birthdays all at once, following Michael's last week. But any comments, any shout-outs, any birthday messages, any random things from D Live that anyone wants to put out there, feel free. So let's find out where we can find all of our performers. And we will start with Christine. Where can the people find you?
I'm never prepared for this, so I'm on Instagram. It's at weird, as in I am weird _music lover, because it was the 90s. So that's me. I'm also on TikTok with the same handle, and I'm on Twitter with at CHPRU.
Okay, fantastic. Can we also find out where we can find Sam, our runner-up today? Where can we find you?
You can find me in all of these places. Oh, the other side now. I look really weird now.
Oh my god, you lost
can
your eyes!
You can find me on Facebook, Sam George Performer. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Samuel O. George.
Oh, George. Oh, dear. Right.
There was a moment there where there was silence and I was afraid I was still on mute. And all of that.
Okay, next up, Diz, where can we find you?
You can find me at Improv Chattanooga. Just go to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, any of your favorite social media services, and look for Improv Chattanooga.
Okay, fantastic. Next up, okay, so I've just had a message that we've lost Alan for the moment, so I'll just say, as is usually the case, that if you want to find Alan, probably can't find him anywhere. If he comes back, he can tell you that himself. But also, he often runs a Doctor Who convention thing, so Who at Hoy Lake, I think is right. You might be able to look that up. You can definitely find it by looking up the Doctor Who special on the Extreme Improv page. And that way you will be able to find something Alan related. But next up, where can we find you, Joel?
Well, I'm not technically part of any groups right now, but you can look up the Laughing Gnomes Improv group on Facebook. It doesn't technically exist anymore as a group, but you can see some of our old performances on there if you fancy it.
Okay, fantastic. Let's find out where you can find me, in fact. So, my name is David... As my camera just frozen. My camera's freezing on me. Okay, I'm back. So, my name is David Postansky. You can find me at David Postansky on Instagram, on Facebook, and Twitter. I will do the wrap-up for Extreme Improv in a moment, but for now, let's go over to today's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion, Sarah. Where can we find you?
Hi, you can find me at Improv Gym, where you do weekly drop-ins, and we're just about to start virtual jams. At Improbotics Limited, this weekend we're doing a virtual show for the Paris Fringe. Come and check that out, it'll be on YouTube. And also at Loosely Woven Theatre, which is my theatre company. We've just released one of my shows onto YouTube, so please do check that out. Thank you.
Awesome. What's the YouTube channel called?
Oh, good question. Probably Loosely Woven Theatre. If you search for Beef Encounter, it will come up.
Beef Encounter, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, and so for the show, you can find... Oh, I can't cancel your video. Right, so let's just say, You can find us at Extreme Improv on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter. Our website is www.extremeimprov.co.uk. We have podcasts galore. We have podcasts about things that aren't just about improv. We have a movie one called the Mega Movie Podcast, a pro wrestling one called Super Kick Mania, and a video game one called Games Monster. We have lots of funny videos and other things and memes and GIFs and all these other kinds of stuff. So there's lots of fun stuff to engage with, and you can find it all from the website or any of our social media pages. So let's see if we've got any final comments or things that people want to say at the end here. We have Annette George says, Sam, I love you. So Sam, you know, your parents may not have helped you win, but the feeling is still there. So take solace.
I feel like it's on very, very slight tenterhooks at this point.
He's probably drunk again, to be fair.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Parents are usually out, so it's all good.
Right, Joe Eden says, thank you, folks. Very entertaining evening. Well, we thank you very much, Joe. Max says, happy birthday, David and Ellie. Oh, thank you. Erica says, correct. Who at Hoy Lake? What did I say?
Yeah, you did say that, I think.
Okay. Oh, no, correct. No, she wasn't correcting me. She was saying correct.
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, correct. Who at Hoy Lake? Well done, Dave. Yeah, so check that out. There's a group on Facebook about it, and also I think a Twitter as well. I'll get these bits of information. But other than that, guys, we thank you so much for joining us once again. And until tomorrow, we will bid you adieu. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Woo.